Hello there, guys. I know it's been a while, but we are back. Dennis talks football. We went a little ghost mode during the international break, but we had to get some stuff done. I was a little busy. Sorry, I couldn't get anything out. It's never gonna happen again, though. We're gonna be consistently uploading from now on. Obviously, now with the international break done, not really too much news going on, anyways. So not really too much to be missed there. But if I wasn't gonna cover this weekend, I would have been missing so much stuff, guys. I mean, really good weekend if I'm being honest. From Saturday to Sunday. Tomorrow we got a game as well. West Ham. I forgot who they're playing, but West Ham is playing tomorrow at 8 p.m. kickoff UK time. But other than that, really the mainstay games are not trying to discriminate over the level of the teams, but really the matches at the top end of the table, mid end of the table, have got the job done. They've really just surprised me really. The Manchester United game today. We're going to speak about that. Chelsea getting a routine win, obviously, but it did look shaky at the beginning of the game in the first half, and then Moises Caicedo comes on, and obviously we win. Let's just say they should never come off the pitch. Then again, Reece James are obviously showing, in my opinion, that he's the best right back in the world. Could be an argument safe for other people like Hakimi, but I'm not really there for that. Manchester City getting a routine win. Haaland scoring 2 goals again. He's going to try and break his own record apparently, going for the Ballon d'Or with Mbappe, who's now injured. I think he might actually make a really good run this year, but City themselves don't look entirely convincing as a team. I think Haaland's just doing really well. But obviously I'm not really watching too much City, to be honest, because they mainly play around the same times as other teams that I want to watch, like Liverpool, Manchester United, and Tottenham, because I want to see really what that's about. I've been watching City week in, week out for the past like 7 years. But then again, sorry about that joke, man. That is really just pushed. I shouldn't have done that. But yeah, I mean, obviously, what you guys want to hear, what I want to talk about is a Liverpool game. But we will get to that. Then again, let's just go match by match. I'm not gonna chitty chat here. Let's go. You guys are here for the match reactions of the week. I'm here for the match reactions of the week. What more waiting do we have to do? Am I all right? Then again, here we go. So I got the table up here. This is the table with every team playing. Obviously, Brentford and West Ham haven't played, but those teams are in the bottom half of the table, so it doesn't really matter too much, anyways. So then again, here we are. Liverpool, the big news, getting their third straight loss in the Premier League. Apparently, it's never been done by Arne Slot. He's never lost 3 in a row, let alone 4. And then this is the first time they've lost at home to anyone in a year. And this is the first time they've lost 4 games in a row since 2014, is a stat that I heard on Sky Sports. I mean, that is just unbelievable. I told you lot, I'm not going to speak too much about what I did say, and more so I'm going to speak about what happened. But I did say at the beginning of the season, you can check out my previous videos, that Liverpool were not convincing. I was getting a little frustrated when the other people, the pundits, were saying Liverpool's so good, Liverpool's so good. I mean, they're scoring last minute winners every game. It's not going to translate, and we're seeing what happens right now when it doesn't translate. And that results in Arsenal going top. But look here, they do play Crystal Palace, and Crystal Palace is a really strong team. We learned that from the opposition that they've been able to produce against. They are very strong, shouldn't be taken lightly. And Arsenal go top, conceding only 3 goals this entire season so far. They think they're going to go for Chelsea's 15-goal record. But I don't think that's going to happen. But here we are. I mean, look at the goal differential for Liverpool. You can just see it there. 11 goals conceded is not something that you want to be seeing. If you're a Liverpool fan, not really looking too good right now. AFC Bournemouth being up there is actually really good. I have to check their results. I haven't checked their results actually. Oh yes. Yes, I did watch this game. I feel like Crystal Palace should have won that game. Mateta on he scored a hat trick and then decides to sky a goal right in front of the goal. So that really should have been Crystal Palace, and then they would have had 2 more points, and then they would have been in third, or yes, they would have been in third, which is amazing to think that Crystal Palace would have been in third, and now they have without SA, which is just you would never think that. You think Crystal Palace, you think SA, and when he's gone, I guess you think of Mateta now, or Adam Wharton, or Mark Guehi. Um, but let's just look at the last 5 matches of the teams in form. Obviously, Chelsea not really in good form. I mean, these 2 games, realistically, we should have won. If I'm being honest, I'm not going to say we should have won the Manchester United game because we weren't playing really good without the red card, anyways. And then this Brighton game was really just the red card. I mean, we didn't know how to handle it. And another good thing is that Chelsea have now kept their 5 game streak of getting a red card in every single game of the past 5 games. We got the first one, which was Sanchez. What an idiot. We got the second one, which was I think João Pedro or Trev. It was that one. And then we got Maresca running down the touchline, getting a red card. And yesterday, we got Gusto slide tackling and getting a second yellow for absolutely no reason. I don't know why he's done that. We're up 3-0 and he just gets another red card. Maybe he's trying to bet that we're going to get a 5 game red card streak. You would think we would be getting 5 game winning streaks. No, we're getting 5 game red card streaks. I've never heard that before in my entire life of living. And I don't think I ever will. 5 red cards in 5 games is the worst streak I've ever heard of in my entire life. I'd rather lose 5 games. That is just embarrassing. But enough about that. Look at who is in there sneaking in the table. Like I said, they would be. I predicted them fifth, and they're fifth on the XG table. Then again, it is only 8 games into the season, but I'm liking the way that Manchester United are playing. They are playing with a new rhythm. They are playing with a new swagger. Although they are still ninth in the overall league table, look how many points separates ninth from first. It's 6 points. It's 2 games. You slip up for 2 games, you could be in first. You could be in 13th. You win up for 2 games, you could be in first. I like the way how competitive this league is looking right now. I'm just really, really excited the way the league's looking. Arsenal, I'm not really having too much to comment about Arsenal. I mean, they're just really getting their wins. They're just playing effectively. I'm not going to say they're playing well, but they're playing effectively. I mean, obviously there's going to be a little bit of bias in there. Take that as you will. But Aston Villa off to a good bounce back from not scoring a goal in the first 3 games of the 3 or 4 games in the season. I'm liking how they're playing. Really, Newcastle obviously. I think they got the win against. No, they lost. No. Yes, they did lose. But this Walter Mulder guy is actually kind of a baller. And Alanga, who was in my FPL team, did absolutely nothing. So he's getting sold and transferred immediately. Luckily, I didn't get the FPL forfeit for this week. My mate got the FPL forfeit. He's gonna walk on to school with a full kit, shin pads, and boots. Yes, and we're gonna make him open the gate and close the gate and do warm ups in the middle of the hallway. It's gonna be an amazing time. So yeah, but if I lose next week, they're gonna have to make me a smoothie, and they're gonna put hot sauce in there, and they're gonna put some tuna. It's not gonna look good, but then again, I'm not gonna lose because we don't lose here on Deniz.Talks Football. We're just winners. I say that, and Chelsea's not even in first, so I can't. Tottenham again. Let's move on to Tottenham. Tottenham sixth. What's going on there? Xavi Simons, double 1-7, yeah. 0 goals, 1 assist in 7 games. Thank you for the 7 million that we didn't spend on you, that we wasted on Garnacho instead. But I like to take Garnacho for 30 million instead of Xavi Simons for 70, if I'm being honest. But then again, they're playing him on the left wing, and he's not a left winger, so can't really judge him too much on that. I gotta stop doing this, man. I gotta stop doing this. This is not gonna work. It's just muscle memory, innit? But that's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to cut that out. Or else I'm gonna get flamed for the 6-7 in the memes. And you don't want that being done. But yeah, honestly, looking forward. this month is low key just kind of annoying if I'm being honest, because it's an international break in the span of like a month. We only get a month worth of football and then it's gone for 2 weeks again. So that's not good. Looking at next week's fixtures, I think Chelsea will get a routine win at home against Sunderland. Maresca will probably play the Conference League squad like he did last year against teams like this. Sunderland are not actually as bad as people think they are. Look, where are they in the table? Yeah, they're seventh in the table. And they've actually had a pretty good record. Let me see the teams that they beat. They beat Wolves. Shouldn't really count. But this is actually a really good result for them. I'm proud of them for that. Like I said, I think Sunderland would stay up. I think these are actually the three teams that I predicted to go down. Maybe Brentford instead, but these two teams, no. But I definitely predicted Wolves to go down, and they still yet to get a win this season. The only team in the Premier League to do so. Not really too much to talk about there. You see, and it's just a lot of red in the Wolverhampton area. Lot of red. Wow. Wolverhampton fans, I don't have anything against Wolves. It's just my mate is a Wolves fan. We got to troll him a little bit there, make him a little mad, rage baiting as they say over here. So yeah, looking back at the fixtures for next week, I think this will actually be a really good game. When I'm watching the Chelsea game, I'll have this one in the background. I think Newcastle will probably get a job done because St Mary's, oh no, St James Park, as Desai says it, St James Park. I think Newcastle at St James Park is a really dangerous combo, and I think just they'll get the job done there because St James Park is a really dangerous place to play. Manchester United, Brighton. I think this. I don't know why, but I just feel like this is like a Premier League classic game. But I think this will be a draw. I mean, let me see the head to head for these two teams. It's been a lot of not in the favour of Manchester United in recent years. I remember this game under Ten Hagen. Manchester United one win against Brighton in the past 3 years. Not looking good, bruv. But United is a different beast right now. Obviously, against the confidence that they got against Liverpool today will carry over. So I do think they will get a draw, not a win, but a draw. Brentford, I think Liverpool will get the win here. Brentford's not really an entirely strong team. Then again, they're not super strong, but they are still strong. They lost a lot of key players, but Damsgaard, I think his name was, the Norwegian, no, not Norwegian, Denmark. He's from Denmark. He's actually pretty good, that lad. I think he'll do pretty good. But I think Liverpool will get back to flying colours. They'll get their win after losing 3 in a row, which is something that I'll never forget in a long time. My mate is also a Liverpool fan, and he is gonna be getting trolled at school tomorrow. He's not gonna hear the end of it, especially when he was trolling Chelsea when we were 12th. So what goes around comes around, as they say. Liverpool's not 12th, but they just lost 4 games in a row. I haven't seen Chelsea do that in a couple of years, and it's tragic. Sorry guys, gotta troll my mates a little bit. My final 2-week return to Deniz Talks Football. Arsenal, this I think will be game of the weekend. Oh, this one. No, let's go with the Arsenal one. This is going to be a competitive game, London Derby. Who do they have injured? Whoa. Oh, I thought that was Gabriel for a second. Odegaard seems to be getting injured every single game now. They're going to look at Arsenal's form. They're just flawless. And then wait, what? I don't remember this game. What happened this game? Oh yes, I remember this one. Gabriel scoring a late minute header. That was when Liverpool scored another header again. What a joke. So yeah, I mean, it's looking bright for the Premier League right now. It's really looking fun. I think it's Champions League midweek this year. Let me see if Chelsea have a game in Champions League. Yeah, Champions League midweek this week. Wait, let me see the Champions League fixtures before we leave. I know I've only talked about Premier League so far, but let's see if there's any good chat. Oh my God, the Haram Ball Derby. Wow. 20 likes on this video and I will do a live stream for this video, for this match. The Haram Bowl Derby. It will be a challenge for last to go to sleep will get £50. Last to go to sleep will get £50. That is a draw if I've ever seen it. Wow. You don't like to see that. I mean, that is just the worst thing you can ever wish for as a football fan, if I'm being honest. What Barcelona? Not really. This is actually a pretty good match. This right here. Not really too much in there. Let's see the next day. Oh, okay. So my mates put a bet on this game. My mate's a Juventus fan and a Real Madrid fan. And my mate said Juventus is gonna win 3-1 at the Bernabeu. I mean, that is just a joke. Just hand him the money at that point, if I'm being honest. I mean, look at that. Wow. Then again, guys, is football's really packing up. We're starting to get out of the international break period. Just one more international break we have to endure before the Christmas period, where we're going to be playing 3 games every single day. No. We're going to be playing a game every 3 days. And that is an exciting period for a football player, I imagine, and a fan. Actually, I retract that. That's probably horrifying for a football player playing a game every 3 days and training in between. You are probably dead by Christmas. In terms of muscle strength. I don't really know what I'm talking about right now. But other than that, I'll catch you guys later. Make sure if you have any other thoughts on the reaction for the game week 8 of the Premier League, drop them down in the comments. And I'll see you guys later. Cheerio.